Greetings everyone, I'm back here again from their season preview, and today I am doing the Boston Bruins. Sorry about that, and I just want to get it out of the way. I have them finishing 4th in the division, not making the playoffs because the Metro, like I said before in all my season previews, is so deep. um, sorry. Boston didn't get worse in the offseason. It's just other teams just got better, like Maple Leafs, Lightning, Senators. They'll just stay the same. And Boston is another year older. Their core is another year older. But there's a lot of pieces like in Boston, and they just need a little retool here and there, and they're gonna be good. It even pains me to say as the Flyers, Boston's gonna be good. I like a lot of pieces they have on the blue line, and they have some good pieces up front. Now let's get into the lineup. Also, this your lineup is a little skewed because right now on IR, or not IR, but right now not playing because of injuries is Dave Backus, and Bergeron is still out with a lower body injury, so that hurts. But let's get in your lineup. Your first line, Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand has all the skill in the world. I mean, he's one hell of a forward. He has the hands, the feet, the shot. He has it all. He just makes the stupid slew foots. He takes the stupid penalties. Last year he had 39 goals, 46 assists, 85 points. I don't think he gets that high again. I think it's a little high for Marchand. I would expect maybe 70 points, 30 goals, 40 assists, around there. That's still good numbers from Marchand. But he's not that big MVP. Well, he is an MVP, but he's not that big MVP status he was last year. He wasn't up there with McDavid. And then, based on the lines against Colorado your night, I have Riley Nash right now playing first line center. He's not a first line center. He'll probably get on third, but since Bergeron's hurt right now, I have him playing first. Right now, Riley Nash. Last year he had 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. He's a good defensive two-way center. I mean, that's why they put him up there. You can put him in situations and he doesn't look that flustered out there. You can rely on him. David Pastrnak signed that deal in the offseason. I think he probably gets up, probably upwards around 34 goals again this year. Last year he had 34 goals, 36 assists, 70 points. I think he stays around the same amount of goals. I think that's pretty much about where his potential is. He's still one heck of a young forward. I'm a really big booster of Jake DeBrusk playing second line left wing. I was watching him preseason a lot, and then in regular season, I just like the power forward game brings to the team, and he can chip in. I think he's gonna get 20 goals this year. Last year he had 19 goals, 30 assists, 49 points. I'm pretty sure it's in the AHL, but I'm just curious to see how it's gonna translate. I'm really gonna be watching him whenever I watch the Boston games this year. And then David Krejci, let's face the fact from the Krejci, he's not the same player he was 3-4 years ago. He's slower. He's still a really good defensive centerman. Last year, 23 goals, 31 assists, 54 points. Expect a dip in goals. I may get 15. He can still get 20 though, if he gets the second power play time. He's playing with Anders Bork on the wing. I think he can get 15, maybe 20 goals in his first full season in the NHL. In college, he had 21 goals, 31 assists, 52 points, 39 games. I really like what he brings to that wing, or that line. I'm curious to see how it's going to translate to NHL as well. And then, third line, this is a very gritty line that can also chip in some offense. Matt Bolesky, you know what you're gonna get him. He's really defensive two-way two-way winger, and He's going to go dirty areas. He's going to stick up for your team. And you can rely on him in all situations. Not to look at a doof. Did I say a doof? I meant a goof. Sorry. Last year he had 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. And Ryan Spooner, I'm curious to see if he gets a little more goals this year. Maybe he gets 15 goals last year. He's a defensive centerman. He's good in the PK. You can rely on him in all situations. Spooner, 11 goals, 28 assists, 39 points. That's spot on for him. That's what you want out of your third line center. 30 to 40 points. That's great numbers out of him. Then Frankie Vatrano, I'm curious to see if he gets upward to 15 to 20 goals this year. Last year, 10 goals, 8 assists, 18 points. I see him out there. He's a speedy, shifty little player. I see him competing, working hard every night. I'm curious if he's going to have a little more of a breakout this year. And then his fourth line, in the Colorado game, I really saw some good things out of them. They were skating hard every shift. They were going to the net. They scored a goal going to the net. Tim Schiller last year, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. That's good numbers out of him. That's good numbers out of fourth line forward. And then Sean Curley, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm trying my best. In the AHL, he had 14 goals, 12 assists, 26 points. In Providence, that's great numbers. I'm curious to see if he gets 5-10 goals. That'd be good. And Danton Heinen, I really like Danton Heinen. He's a really good two-way forward. And of course, the puck goes in for him. Last year in the AHL, he had 14 goals, 38 assists, 52 points. I'm curious to see how it's going to translate to NHL. Now, like I said, you guys have better center depth with Bergeron. Your center depth is weak without him. Because he is, like I said, the Selke winner and all that. Like I said, Boston didn't get worse, just other teams got better. And then your defense, like I said, I love the pieces, and I don't have your 7th and 8th defenseman for me is Paul Postma and Jacob Zabrul, which easily could be call-ups, and those call-ups, they're not call-ups, but they could fill in, and they will not hurt you at all. They're really good players. Zdeno Chara, biggest defenseman in the league, still a good forward out there. You need to reduce his minutes till he's 40. He's not the player he was back in 2011 when Boston won the Cup. Last year, 10 goals, 19 assists, 29 points. I think he's going to probably get maybe 5 goals this year. 5 goals, 15 assists, somewhere around there. And he's playing with Carlo, who's on the up. I think maybe Carlo gets upwards of 25 points. 10 goals, 15 assists, somewhere in there. Carlo was a stud in the second half of the season, I thought. I really liked watching him. Torrey Krug, he's a warrior every night. He battles every night. Last year, 8 goals, 43 assists, 51 points. He's great. He's an offensive defenseman. He's great on the second power play. What can you say of him? He has the hockey smarts. He has the IQ. He has the back on the blue line. He can get shots through the traffic, and he can wire them. He's pretty good. And then he's paired with a solid defensive defenseman who I'm pretty sure last year led your team in block shots, and Adam McQuaid, who you don't expect offense out of. Last year, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. You don't expect offense out of him. You don't need him to do it. And Kevin Miller, he reminds me of McQuaid. He blocks a lot of shots. He's good out there. He's good in the PK. He won't make it look stupid. He had 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. That's great numbers out of him. And then another dude's on the up and up, and I think is a future top 2, and probably will replace Chara. Maybe will take over Carlo's spot in the future. Is Charlie McAvoy in Boston University last year? 5 goals, 21 assists, 26 points. But I became a huge believer in this kid when I saw him at the World Juniors for USA. This kid's wrist shot is unbelievable. He can pick corners like really good. I'm really impressed with him. I'm really gonna watch his career. And a big question for me, Rask. He is regressing. Last year, the second half was um, a symbol of that. He had a 915 save percentage, 2.23 GA. That's not bad numbers still, but it's not the Rask numbers from 3 years ago, or even from 2011, when he was literally standing on his head in a one-man army. And Anton Godolman, he's a good backup. He'll give you a chance to win, or if he plays 15, 20 games, he'll give you a chance to win every game. Last year, 904 save percentage, 2.64 GA. I am finishing fourth, like I said, but not making the playoffs because I had top three in the Atlantic making the playoffs because the Metro is so deep. So, let me know your predictions for Boston in the comments down below. And make sure you guys hit like and subscribe. And I'm out, guys. Peace. Have a great rest of your day.